A News 13 investigation into safety issues in Buncombe County schools is already getting results.
Yeah, county officials are now looking into electrical work done at schools without the required permits or inspections.
Now some are wondering if the district's mistakes will end up costing taxpayers. News 13 investigative reporter Mike Mason is here now with more. Mike?
Yeah, county officials are now scrambling to permit and inspect work done at Buncombe schools after News 13 exposed serious safety problems.
Last week, we gave county officials proof work was done by school electricians for years without the required permits and inspections. With no inspections, there's no guarantee that work is up to code or even safe. More alarming, workers say district officials told them not to pull permits.
It would be disappointing to find out that that was true.
An electrician who worked for the district says it is true.
I said, "Are you going to get this inspected?" And he said, "No."
We found several contractors who say the same thing.
They said, "No, don't worry about permits."
John Payne worked as a school electrician for years, but recently retired. He kept copies of more than 400 work orders for jobs he did at schools, many without permits, for work done up to 7 years ago. We randomly selected 49 of those work orders to give to Matt Stone. He's the county's director of permits and inspections. Stone confirmed 45 of those jobs did require permits, but none were pulled. He has since ordered the district's maintenance department to pull those permits. The county will then have to inspect that work to make sure it's up to code. So far this week, they've inspected jobs at 6 schools.
Your reporting brought up a lot of questions. You answered and brought to light a lot of issues. Now there's a lot more questions.
Dan Hale is concerned. He not only has 2 kids at Black Mountain Primary, but he ran for the school board last year and is also a licensed contractor. He wants to know if taxpayers are footing the bill for this work and how much it'll cost.
Who's going to pay for this? You're going to have contractors coming out. What do they have to do? Tear into the walls? If they don't tear into the walls, they can check a unit or an outlet at each point. That's not a very thorough inspection, as it would have been if it was done in proper procedure when it was being built, when everything is open and showing.
When reviewing those 45 work orders, we noticed Payne had also taken notes, documenting how electrical and fire code issues were handled. At Pisgah Elementary in 2009, he installed a new dishwasher in the cafeteria. He wrote, after installing a new electrical panel, his supervisor, Scott Emery, said not to pull a permit or have an inspection because it would cost too much. The next year, Payne installed another panel at Pisgah. He notes the panel had the wrong breakers and were overloaded. They were never inspected, and it's lucky no one was injured by an explosion. And at Inca High in 2010, he wrote, a contractor did work that was not up to code, and that worker was not a licensed electrician. These issues have Hale worried for his children's safety.
They do a practice fire drill. Can you imagine that if there was actually a real fire, that the system fails? That's tragic.
And we asked the school district and Matt Stone how much time and money has been spent so far addressing these safety issues. We haven't gotten a response yet from the school district, and Stone is now out of town until the 23rd. When we find out, we'll of course let you know. Tomorrow night at 6, see how parents and teachers are reacting to our investigation.